Tiger and I and the other, Tom Kim actually knocked it on with a wood, so.
The Augusta dawn unfolds softly, sunlight spilling through the tall pines and gently touching the fairways with silver mist. Fred Couples, now 66, emerges slowly, a quiet figure walking along a familiar path. His eyes linger on the 12th hole, a place where he once triumphed, claiming the green jacket in 1992. Known as Boom Boom for the effortless power in his swing, Fred captivated the golf world not with noise but with grace. Each shot a quiet performance that seemed almost like a dance. From humble beginnings at Jefferson Park in Seattle to the apex of professional golf, his journey reflects a symphony of persistence, skill, and calm determination. Over decades, Fred showed audiences a rare quality in sports: serenity in the midst of intensity, a gentleness that inspired admiration as much as his extraordinary talent. Behind the scenes, he lived with challenges that tested both body and heart, yet he moved forward, step by step, club in hand, committed to the game he loved. Early life in Seattle. Fred's childhood in 1960s, Seattle was shaped by rain and quiet. He grew up in a small grey house on Beacon Hill, where the hum of the Pacific Northwest rains became the soundtrack of his early years. His father, Tom, a utility worker, was a disciplined, quiet man, and his mother, Violet, soft-spoken and reserved, spent hours at the window sewing. The household was calm but austere, offering little in words of praise or playful affection. Fred learned to carry his emotions within, developing a gentle, understated demeanor that would later define him on and off the golf course. The public golf course at Jefferson Park became his refuge. There, amidst wind and rain, he taught himself the game, learning patience, focus, and resilience with each swing. Without a coach or fanfare, Fred's only companions were the sound of the clubs striking the ball and the wind whispering through the grass. Those early hours instilled in him a steadfastness and self-reliance that would become the foundation of his career. University of Houston. Growth and solitude. Earning a scholarship to the University of Houston marked Fred's first major departure from Seattle. The blazing Texas sun contrasted sharply with the damp northwest climate, yet Fred remained quietly observant, often the most reserved member of a team of talented young golfers. Invisible at times in social gatherings, he found comfort on the practice range at night, hitting balls under streetlights long after his dorm mates slept. Each swing was a declaration of existence, a conversation with himself and the game. There, Fred cultivated not only his skill, but also an understanding that true persistence requires inner solitude. He learned that success could come without applause, that self-discipline was as vital as talent, and that the rhythm of golf could become a meditation on life itself. Rising on the PGA Tour, Fred turned professional in the early 1980s, entering a world of polished, ambitious golfers. His style was immediately distinctive, fluid, effortless, and unpretentious. Each swing exuded grace, earning him the nickname Boom Boom for the surprising power behind his calm technique. In 1984, he claimed the Players' Championship, his first major victory, demonstrating that the quiet kid from Seattle could command attention without losing his serene composure. Across the tour, Fred's reputation grew not only for his skill but for his calm demeanor, a rare quality in a competitive arena. His presence on the course was like a gentle wind, noticeable but never forced, influential yet understated. Fans admired him for his beauty of play, colleagues respected him for his quiet leadership, and the golf world came to see him as a model of elegant resilience. The triumph of 1992. The pinnacle of Fred's career came at the 1992 Masters at Augusta, a moment of pure brilliance. The day was clear, sunlight golden, with the scent of fresh-cut grass filling the air. Fred's swing carried the grace and confidence of a man fully at peace with himself. On the 12th hole, his ball rolled to the edge of Rays Creek, inches from disaster, stopping as if by magic. Spectators held their breath. Later, lifting the green jacket, Fred's serene smile reflected not just victory but the culmination of decades of dedication. He didn't celebrate loudly, he simply acknowledged the moment with calm gratitude. It was a victory that seemed less about competition and more about the quiet perfection of a life devoted to craft, patience, and resilience. The challenges of the body. Soon after his greatest triumph at Augusta, Fred Couples encountered a new and unexpected opponent: his own body. The herniated lumbar disc that developed in the years following his 1992 Masters victory disrupted his swing and forced him to confront the limits of physical endurance. For a man whose life had revolved around motion, rhythm, and precision, this was a profound challenge. Therapy became a daily ritual, each session a deliberate and careful negotiation with pain. The fluidity of his swing, once effortless, now required patience, concentration, and an acute awareness of his body's subtle signals. Every practice, every warm-up became an exercise in listening, adjusting, and respecting the fragile balance between capability and vulnerability. Yet Fred's spirit remained unbroken. Even with limitations, he found ways to connect with the game he loved, learning to play with mindfulness and care. Every step across the fairway, every swing of the club became both a challenge and a quiet affirmation that determination, passion, and love for golf could endure even when the body faltered. Personal loss and resilience. Fred's life outside the fairways was marked by profound loss, events that might have crushed the resolve of many. In 1994, his mother, Violet, passed away, a loss that left him quietly mourning in solitude. 3 years later, in 1997, his father, Tom, succumbed to leukemia, leaving a void that could not be filled. In 2001, Deborah, his first wife, died. And in 2009, Tyra Baker, his second wife, passed away after a courageous battle with illness. Each of these losses shaped Fred in ways that were invisible to the public. Rather than succumbing to despair, he sought solace in the quiet rhythm of golf, in the steady repetition of practice, and in the support of friends and loved ones, eventually finding companionship with Suzanne Hanneman. Each swing, each round became a private conversation with the people he had loved and lost, a way to honor memory and find continuity amid grief. In these moments, Fred exemplified resilience in its purest form, quiet, unassuming, and steadfast. He demonstrated that living fully, even in the face of sorrow, is a form of courage that requires patience and unwavering commitment. Leadership and legacy. Fred's quiet strength naturally extended into leadership. As captain of the US President's Cup team in 2009, 2011, and 2013, he guided younger players not with loud commands but through example, subtle encouragement, and calm presence. His leadership was rooted in trust and empathy, an understanding that excellence could be cultivated through patience and confidence rather than pressure. Under his guidance, the US team won decisively in all 3 events, yet Fred himself often retreated to solitude afterward, reflecting quietly on the work done and the lessons learned. The applause and accolades of others were appreciated but secondary to his own satisfaction with effort, integrity, and leadership. This philosophy reflected a lifelong approach to challenges. Patience, humility, and consistency speak more powerfully than words ever could. Fred's approach to leadership underscored the idea that quiet influence, earned through competence and compassion, can be as transformative as any loud declaration. Champions Tour and the triumph of age. Even as age and persistent back pain presented new obstacles, Fred embraced the Champions Tour with the same steadfastness that had defined his career. Despite physical limitations, he competed at a high level, earning the Rookie of the Year award in 2010 and continuing to achieve victories in subsequent years. Each win was more than a testament to skill. It was proof of perseverance, discipline, and the refusal to surrender to physical decline. He moved onto the course with care, focusing not only on his swing but on every step, every posture, and every adjustment required to accommodate his body's needs. Golf for Fred became a meditation, a way to exist fully in the present, embracing both limitations and possibilities while still pursuing excellence. In moments of fatigue or pain, he demonstrated that mastery is as much mental as physical, and that enduring love for one's craft can sustain performance even when the body strains against time and wear. Through it all, Fred's approach to the Champions Tour showcased a model of grace, resilience, and quiet determination, reminding the world that aging is not the end of achievement, but another form of opportunity to prove endurance and character. Late recognition and personal joy. Fred's personal life found a renewed sense of happiness in 2022 when he married Suzanne Hanneman. The wedding was simple, intimate, and devoid of public spectacle, reflecting the values he had cultivated over a lifetime: quiet joy, companionship, and genuine human connection. Suzanne's presence offered comfort and reassurance, softening the burdens of aging and ongoing back struggles. Even as his body reminded him of mortality, Fred's spirit was nurtured by love, and he found profound solace in shared moments of companionship. The partnership offered a gentle reminder that human connection can heal, sustain, and enrich life, even after decades of challenge and loss. In Suzanne, Fred discovered a partner who valued him not as a legend, but as a man shaped by experience, endurance, and the quiet accumulation of wisdom. Defying time at the Masters. In 2023, Fred achieved a feat few believed possible. At 63 years, 6 months, and 5 days, he became the oldest player in history to make the cut at the Masters. Spectators marveled at the sight of a man whose body bore the evidence of decades of play, yet whose resolve and skill remained undiminished. Fans called him the Time Defier, a living example of how determination, preparation, and love for the game can transcend age. Every swing, every putt was not just a display of technical mastery, but a statement of endurance, resilience, and courage. Fred's performance that year reminded the world that true greatness is measured not merely by victory, but by the ability to persist, adapt, and embrace aging with dignity, all while continuing to pursue passion with focus and integrity. Wisdom and reflection. Fred has often spoken about the balance between ambition and dignity, acknowledging that he will step away from the game when he feels he can no longer contribute meaningfully. His words to younger players and fans are infused with humility, patience, and gratitude. He emphasizes love for the game, the importance of perseverance, and the cultivation of character over accolades. In his reflections, Fred highlights that true resilience is demonstrated not by trophies or media recognition, but by the grace with which one navigates challenges, loss, and the passage of time. His story embodies the idea that a life well lived is measured by the quality of attention, care, and kindness applied to every endeavor, and by the quiet courage to continue even when circumstances are unforgiving. Daily rituals and quiet strength. In his Newport Beach home, Fred begins each day with rituals that have become meditative practices over decades. Soft sunlight filters through windows, illuminating photographs of victories, loved ones, and moments captured in time. He steps carefully, mindful of his back, and engages with his routine, stretching, reading letters from fans, and preparing for practice. The faint scent of liniment mingles with the salt air from the Pacific, a reminder of both toil and continuity. His hands, calloused from decades of play, grip the club with reverence, each swing a combination of practice, reflection, and meditation. Golf is more than a game for Fred. It is a vessel for memory, connection, and the articulation of life itself. Through these routines, he honors the past, remains present, and nurtures a quiet sense of purpose that extends far beyond the fairways. Legacy of quiet resilience. Fred Couples' legacy lies not only in his green jacket, trophies, or records, but in the example of composure, patience, and enduring kindness he provides. His career illustrates that true resilience is often quiet, invisible, and expressed through persistence and integrity rather than a spectacle. Fans may admire his swing or his scoring, but the deeper triumphs are found in his ability to endure challenges, lead with empathy, love deeply, and confront life's inevitable losses without bitterness. He demonstrates that greatness is as much about character as it is about achievement, that courage and dignity are forged in moments of quiet struggle, and that the most profound victories are often internal, unobserved, and lived with humility. Final reflections. At dawn, Fred still walks the fairway, club in hand, body shaped and marked by decades of dedication, practice, and resilience. Every swing is a meditation, every putt a statement of focus and intention. Time may bend the body, but it cannot touch the spirit. Over Augusta, the sun rises and filters through the trees, and the wind moves gently across the fairways. There stands a man who has faced loss, endured pain, and navigated the passage of time with quiet dignity. Fred Couples' story reminds us that life's greatest victories are often unseen. The ability to continue moving forward, to continue loving, and to continue giving oneself fully, even when the world watches only a fraction. He is more than a champion of golf. He is a champion of resilience, patience, and enduring grace, embodying the quiet, steadfast power of a life lived fully and with care. His journey offers a lesson in humility, perseverance, and the beauty of continuing to find purpose, connection, and dignity, even when faced with the inevitable trials of time, loss, and the limits of the body. Fred's life in its entirety is a testament to the enduring human spirit. It teaches that strength is often silent, courage is patient, and love and commitment are measured not by accolades or recognition, but by steadfast presence, care, and devotion. Even as the years advance, as back pain lingers and moments of solitude stretch long, Fred continues to rise to the occasion of each day, each practice, each round. The quiet heroism of his life lies in this: showing up, giving fully, and embracing life with dignity and grace regardless of circumstance.